সাইফুন আপা, শুনতে পাচ্ছেন? যদি আপনার আপনার রুমে কি আহ, শারিয়ার ভাইও আছে ওইখানে? কথা শুনতে পাচ্ছি না, আনমিউট করেন, আনমিউট করেন।
হ্যাঁ, উনি ঠিক করে দিয়ে চলে গেছেন।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। কারণ হচ্ছে যে ও না হয় ওই ইকো করবে, একই রুমে দুইটা ল্যাপটপ বা অন্য কোনো ডিভাইস থাকে
হুম,
তাহলে প্রেজেন্টেশনের সময় ইকো করবে, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ, চলে গেছে উনি।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে। আরো 6 মিনিট আছে, তো ঠিক
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ,
11টায় আপনি অন
ঠিক
করেন।
আছে।
দিদি,
জি।
এই আদাব। কি তো হচ্ছে অনেক।
হ্যাঁ, হ্যাঁ,
একই রুমে সাইফুন আপা, একই একই রুমে দুইটা ডিভাইস থাকলে ইকো করবে। মানে লাইক ধরেন আপনার ল্যাপটপ, আরেকটা ল্যাপটপ, অথবা ল্যাপটপ ডেস্কটপ, অথবা ল্যাপটপ ডেস্কটপ ফোন, তাহলে কিন্তু ইকো করবে, বুঝছেন?
আপনার কথা
হ্যাঁ, আপনার কথাটা ইকো হয়ে আসতেছে, আপনি মনে হয় ফোন দিয়েও অ্যাড হয়ে আছেন, তাই না নাকি? একটা ডিভাইস অফ রাখতে হবে, আদারওয়াইজ মানে কথা ক্লিয়ার। হ্যাঁ, এখন ঠিক আছে, এখন ঠিক আছে, ঠিক আছে।
morning. Good
Morning.
morning, Usharani.
Morning. Good morning, madam. How are you?
How are you today?
I'm fine, madam. How are you?
Same
Thank
here.
you for joining us. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, respected DG sir, dear participants. Today we are in CIRDAP. We are going to celebrate International Day of Rural Women. This is very important role for CIRDAP. In the first time, United Nations General Assembly formally recognized the vital role played by rural women, their contribution in agriculture and rural development, enhancing food security and reducing poverty. On October 15, 2008, International Day of Rural Women was observed for the first time. Now, today in our webinar, Ms. Saifun Nahar from BART, she will present her presentation. And now I would like to our DG sir to deliver his speech on this day. Sir, please.
Respected CIRDAP expert, Professor Rose Makaramani, Dr. Ucharani Buroa, Ms. Saifun Neha, Ms. Buren Janet, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's my great honor to address the webinar entitled Rural Women's Organization for Development, a case of BART experiment to celebrate the International Day of Rural Women at the Center on Integrated Rural Development for Asia and the Pacific. Today, the day of 15 October was established at the United Nations General Assembly of 18 December 2007, recognized the critical role and contribution of rural women in enhancing agricultural and rural development, improving food security, and eradicating rural poverty. The theme for the International Day of Rural Women in 2023 is Rural Women Cultivating Good Food for All. As you know, the rural women and girls play an important role in their family. They mainly engage in rural households, works, and agricultural farming, fish culture and fisheries, poetry, and cattle rearing works, so that their family life can be improved. They are doing these works every day, though their contribution is not valued in monetary terms. And often their hard works are not noticed in the family and society. They also play an important role in domestic work within their families, as well as households in rural areas. Although they are working in various agricultural activities like male, they are not able to access agricultural inputs, markets, land, food chains, credit, and get lower price for their crop. In terms of education, it is often rural to learn about how to reduce poverty, increase better crop and agricultural production, and helps women for their better livelihoods. The Sustainable Development Goals say that leaving no one behind. And to reach the SDGs, rural women should be empowered so that they can also improve their living conditions and well-being. On behalf of CIRDAP, I call for global attention on gender equality commitments and contribution of rural women to development. CIRDAP is proud to organize a webinar on this day on the topics of rural women's organization for development, a case of the Bangladesh Academy for Rural Development experiment, to celebrating the International Day of Rural Women, and looks forward to promoting its gender on rural development program in the years to come. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable speech. Thank you so much. Now I would like to invite Saifun Nahar, who is going to present her presentation on Rural Women Organization for Development, a case of bird experiment. Before she presents the presentation, I would like to tell about her. Ms. Saifun Nahar has been serving in the Bangladesh Academy of Rural Development since 2007. Currently, she is working as a deputy director. She obtained Bachelor of Social Science and Master of Social Science in 1996 and in 1997, respectively, in Economics from National University of Bangladesh. She did her second Master's in Public Policy from Yangonam University, South Korea in 2018. Saifun Nahar has more than 16 years experience in social research, training, action research in border areas of rural development, gender development, women and child rights, rural economics, development economics, policy analysis, human resource development, cooperative management, etc. Ms. Saifun is engaged in conducting research, impart training program to the officials and representative of government, non-governmental government and cooperative institutions and other concerned with rural development. She worked as an assistant project director of 3 projects implemented by BARD. Now she is working as a chief action research of rural women sustainable education and entrepreneurship development for empowerment project at BARD. She has 23 publications to her credit, which include some research studies, conference paper, and journal articles. She anticipated different international training in Philippines, India, South Korea. Besides, she presented some research paper in international conference organized in Bangladesh and South Korea. She has been awarded Excellence in Diligence Award 2018 from PSPS Yangonam University, South Korea for her performance of academic and co-curricular activities. Now I would like to invite Mr. Saifun to present her presentation. Saifun Nahar, please.
Okay. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum from Bangladesh. All the participants here and His Excellency DG Sir, our Madam DG and Dr. R. Makaramani. I attended her gender class in last year and it was an excellent session. I am inspired by her. So thank you, Madam. And today, my presentation is Rural Women's Organization for Development, a case of Bangladesh experiment. And we know today's theme is Rural Women Cultivation Good Food for All. Our Honorable DG CIRDAP has already mentioned about this, so I will not go on that. But at first, let's see the global agenda on gender and women issues. First, on gender equality and women empowerment is one of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, but also integral to all dimensions of inclusive and sustainable development. So, gender equality is goal 5, but all other goals are also related to women. And next one, our Beijing 4th World Conference work on women. This empowerment concept gets importance by the 5 phases, as for example, welfare, access, conscientization, participation, and control. And according to this Beijing Platform for Action, our Bangladesh also has an agenda, and there are women development policy also. And this policy, most of the section replies on this Beijing Action for Platform. And if we go for rural women, we know they are key agents for development. They play a catalytic role towards achievement of transformational economic, environmental, and social changes required for sustainable development. But limited access to credit, healthcare, and education are among the many challenges they face. In this perspective, women need to organize themselves in a group-based organization or individual initiatives as well for empowerment. But rural women are in more vulnerable position to organize themselves in a group. But organization activities can solve their social and economic problems as well as other related issues, which will lead them to reach the road to empowerment. They can be enlightened by acquiring themselves to the power of self-help, achieving social equality as well as equity and group solidarity. Rural women in Bangladesh, identifying women as potential leaders and encouraging and supporting them through advanced training, mentoring, and coaching has also been identified as a successful policy. Since organizations are based on values like self-help, democracy, equality, and solidarity, they can play a strong role in empowering women, especially in developing countries like Bangladesh. Organizations allow women who might have been isolated and working individually to band together and create economic of scale as well as increase their own bargaining power in the market. Due to gender norms on the traditional role of women and other instilled cultural practices that sidestep attempted legal protections, women suffer a disproportionately low representation in organization membership around the world. Representation of women through active membership as well as in leadership and managerial positions is even lower. So, before going to the Bangladesh Academy, from 1972, there are many NGOs are come forward to work with rural women and incorporated them in group-based organization and involved them in different development activities in Bangladesh along with government. But still now, most of the NGOs are working only credit-based activities in village level. So if I go, before going to BARD experiments, let's see the position of Bangladesh in Global Gender Gap Report. Gender Gap Report considers economic participation and opportunity, educational attachment, health and survival, political empowerment. With these 4 sub-index, Bangladesh position ranked first in gender parity among South Asian nations by the World Economic Forum, and global ranking is 59. Now, BARD experiments on rural women organizations. Bangladesh Academy for Rural Development is working as a catalyst to ensure education and enhance financial capabilities of the rural people in agriculture and business, with special emphasis on women irrespective of gender, religion, and caste. The need for integrating rural women in development was felt by BARD in early 60s, and initiated the experimental projects on women's development by creating village-based organization in its laboratory area. BARD undertakes education and women development activities are given below. Some of the important activities. First of all, Women Education and Home Development Project, and it was initiated in 1962, continuing up to 69. Women Education Program 1963 to 1974. Village School and Rural Community School Development Program 1986 and 1989. Women's Health Development Program 1962 to 91. Women Dye Training and Health Program 1973. Here Dye is midwife. Village Child and Vulnerable Women Development 1980 to 85. And Women's Education, Income and Nutrition Improvement Project, which I will today discuss with, and Gender Rights Operation and Violence Elimination Project, and Rural Women's Sustainable Education and Entrepreneurship Development for Empowerment are recent initiatives of BARD. Conceptual framework of BARD Women's Program. Apply BARD model of women organization. We have some model, and with this application encourage active participation, and this will increase their productivity, increase income, managerial capacity, voluntary work, group solidarity, social harmony, and social mobility. And the ultimate result is reduce poverty and living a better life. Overview of WINIP village women organizations, that is women's income improvement and women's education income nutrition improvement project. Women's education income and nutrition improvement project was started to improve status and empower females and evolve a replicable model for the development of rural women in Bangladesh. After some modifications, now women activities of BARD is comprehensive in nature and follows the concept of sustainable village organization, build capacity with continuing education through horizontal learning and training system provided to the village-based women's societies, the members, for the development of the quality of life in the rural areas. And in this way, we have 24 village women's societies and consist of 24 village women's society consist of member 1048 females, and household coverage is 936. The main objective of the project is to create opportunities for rural women, especially disadvantaged and poor families, to participate actively in the mainstream of social and economic development activities and to increase income for their empowerment. These pictures are from our project area, and all these are our members. The project during 2022 to June 2023. Investment to projects 1.6 million. This is from BARD revenue project. And loan disbursement for business growth 2.01 million. But this loan money is come from, all the money come from their savings and share. BARD does not invest any money for as loan purpose. It is BARD money is only for operational cost and some training activities. Entrepreneurship development 130% in 1 year, and employment generation 400%. Activities to, if we separate the activities in 3 categories of this project. First one is activities to improve the quality of human lives by resolving social issues for ending poverty. First one is empower rural women and youth by enhancing their managerial skill and leadership capacity through providing effective training for reducing poverty and achieve relevant goals of SDGs. Second is establish exhibition centers for increasing the income generation of women entrepreneurs and provide link them in product marketing. And this exhibition center is in BARD campus. If you visit BARD, we can show it to you. This one. Provide appropriate technology and materials available from all government and non-government development agencies, and using information technology and establish effective network for quality services. And the fourth, develop the creative abilities of women and young people for entrepreneurial development and to build capital for self-reliance, to provide loans on easy terms at low interest rates. It is one digit according to government agenda. The interest rate is one digit. And to distribute dividends at the end of each financial year. And the operational strategy for these activities. First one is organization activities, then economic activities. Organization activities, I already mentioned, there are 24 women organizations in 24 villages. And then economic activities, they have diversified economic activities. Some are small entrepreneur, some are agriculture worker, many different kind of economic activities they do, and they establish themselves with that activities. And human resource development through training, we developed human resource. Last year there were 6 training in trade-based, different 6 training, and there are 24 fortnight training. It is specially in every 15 days, in 2 days in a month. They always get together in all the 24 village manager, and one is manager and one is general member from this society. They every month, twice a month, after 15 days, each 15 days, they meet in one of our project office, and there they give their savings and share money to the bank account. All the village organizations have their own bank account, and it is a joint venture bank account. So they only can save the money there, but they cannot they cannot bring money from the bank without the permission of the PD. So another is human resource development. We give them 6 training. Such you are looking in these 2 photos. There are one is it's a health worker, and we taught her how to measure pressure and how to measure our community clinic established for 6,000 people, and more for some villages. Its distance is very distant, so at night many people cannot go there. So we created 24 health workers from our project, and they are using their devices and serving them. And another, you can say, this is a tailoring training. Rather than tailoring, we have another more trade-based also. It's computer, then e-commerce training, like this. And the fourth one, operational strategies, education and co-curricular activities. And it is non-formal education, and another thing, the horizontal learning. So every year, one day we took our our village society member in some entrepreneurial activities who are doing another level. We took them there and how to do another to practice social justice and loving neighbors through service and self-sacrifice. The project is implement participatory plans for education, individual, family and community leader, upholding social values and rights practices towards gender equality and safe motherhood, health and environmental development, and operational strategies, health, nutrition and reproductive rights. And with this, look at this, we have given some instrument to them, and midwifery box is there, and they are serving in their locality. Another is rights and laws. We took campaign. We campaign in different villages, especially with we take the lawyer also to know about their women's rights and child's rights. Not only women, it's child rights also, and the rights of what is the responsibility of lady to their children and their family also. We discuss there. And another is environment development. We give some trees and plants to them, and we give a little bit, but they planted more with their own money. And the third one that I can say, this is the uniqueness of BARD experimental project, especially for women community, and it is a new model for community and sustainable growth of the Asia Pacific community. We can this because no other organization practice such kind of operation for the village women organization. Even in NGOs also don't use this. It has been emerged as an instrumental base in strengthening rural organizations, especially raising people's awareness about education, nutrition, healthcare, awareness about disease prevention, that is health education in community level, and that socio-economic development, so providing need and trade-based training to rural women to become self-reliant. And that was the uniqueness of this project. First one is annual planning conference, APC. Every year, all the women's organizations come to BARD and they evaluate their last year's planning and implementation, and next they present their next year's plan to other organizations, such as this lady, our one worker, she's presented her plan and last year's implementation to the other members of other society. And in this process, the society which are very good society, they can discuss with their other plan, and they can give they can consult with them that how they can improve the backward society, how they can improve themselves. And we give this lady and other some members for technology use, how to use technology and how to present there. So this lady is presented with the help of PowerPoint. So technology, they are using technology also. And this is annual planning corporation showcasing. They are showcasing their product in here. And most of the village organization and entrepreneur bring their product here for showcasing. And there is a fair also, exhibition. And in this year, this month in 12, we did annual planning conference with the with 24 with the present of 24 organizations, and in 2 to 3 hours they have earned 120 lakh taka in Bangladeshi, 0.1 million, 0.12 million taka in this exhibition show. And another planning and documentation, this is this lady is a agriculture entrepreneur. She is also an agriculture worker also, and they don't buy any seed for their cultivable land. They instead of this, they did seed business and they preserve seed. Even these all these vegetables are from their field, and these vegetables go with the seed of their own seed. They have preserved over the year. Another thing for paddy, they also preserve paddy seed, and they use this organization. Another thing, annual general meeting, that is AGM. This is also one unique for our organization. Each year, when any participant took loan, she has to realize that loan, and she has to yes, realize this credit to the society, and she used our own and other members' savings and her benefit that when she did in one digit, when she give the money with one digit interest, all the interested money is distributed among the other members. So other members are interested to give one or two members for using their own money for loan, and every society member can take the share of that money. And this picture is one they do in a meeting, in a weekly meeting in their home, in home, especially in manager's home, and sometimes manager go to the president's home. There is 6 executive committee of this society, every society. So this meeting once in a week, especially in Sunday, they organize this meeting. And this is also a uniqueness, especially because most of the NGOs give credit from their fund, and they took the interest with them, and no member benefited from that loan. Other who take the loan, only she can be benefited with interest that loan. But after back the loan money with interest, no other member get benefited. But from our society, all the member get benefits. From there, it is benefit sharing interest. In if one member took 1 lakh, so after 1 year she has to pay 9,000, as for example. So all the 9,000 taka will be distributed all the members according to their ratio of share and savings. So this one is the uniqueness for this annual planning conference, annual general meeting, and loan token from own and other members' savings and benefit sharing with every society member. And this can be implemented in other countries also, we believe, and this will be helpful because if we are an institution can give them money, we have to monitor every time. But when they took loan from other members' money, all the members monitor them. So it is monitoring in village level. And now we have many case studies. We have many case studies. I just I will show only 3% study, but it is we from 1,048 members, 50% are entrepreneur. They develop themselves as an entrepreneur, and this one we can say from marginal lives to local leader. This lady, she is Sufia Begum. Her village is Ujirpur, women society, and once she was very poor, and betray of husband's friends, their business was destroyed. So she especially women in her locality, and she took training in different trade, sewing, then leadership training, different kinds of training, and leadership training improved her quality of leadership. And after the 8 to 10 years, she became the local leader, and she elected a public representative in local government institution 2 times, and still now she is serving her locality as the member of local government institution. Look, this is a meeting in grievance management in local government institution. She is here, and she is watching it is 40 days work from local government institution. She is monitoring this one. Even she is here in the meeting in Upoji. This woman is she a union level to grievance redressal, and this is in 12th of this month annual planning conference. She joined here as the manager of her society with 9 members. Sufia Begum. Now Saleha, you can say her from landless to social motivator and teacher. This is Saleha. She when she was child, 10 to 11 years, she married to a person, but after 2 to 3 years, her husband gave her divorce without any reason. So she looks like a half mad. Anyone can say, you can say, I will take you to your husband's home. Please do this, my words. Then she did it because for going to there. She was half mad, but after joining with the help of her it's auntie. She joined in Durlabpur Society. This is he is the now she is the manager of Durlabpur Society. She joined here, then improve herself, take different loan and training, especially leadership training and some entrepreneurship development training. Now she is working in a local school. She is able to join a local school for the school retention student. She teaches them here, and this is her student, and this lady is Saleha. She is organizing the society meeting, and in these two pictures, 12th of this month, as I earlier said, we did our society's annual planning conference. She is village organization. And the third case is, I'm almost finished in the finishing end of the third case is Amena. She is also an entrepreneur, but once she has nothing, when she get the training, entrepreneur development training for birth, such kind of things that they can use this like chair. And in our country, in our local language, we say mora, but I don't know what is the exact name of in English. It's you can sit here like this. And this year in 12th annual planning conference, she bring her product here. She bring her product here and sell, and all the materials she sell. This is 2,300 taka in Bangladeshi taka in one piece. This one piece is 700, and this small one is 500 taka. And all this she sell in this 12th of this month, Saleha. But this is not the end of our case study. It is not finished. There are hundreds of members who have changed their lives after involving them in this project. At this moment, 50 members became entrepreneur and able to create job for some other women in their locality. They are they are creating job also for their locality. So I am finished. I have finished my presentation. If you have any question or query or any suggestion, please. Unmute, Didi, unmute.
Thank you very much, Saifun Nahar. This is very informative and very interesting presentation. Thank you so much. And now floor is open for question. Please ask question.
Hello.
Adab sir.
Okay.
Mihir sir.
Yeah, yes.
Adab,
Thank you.
Adab.
Adab. Thank you, Dr. Usharani Bora, for linking me with this today's program. And last year, I also participated on the same day, on the same program, organized by CIRDAP and presented by Nahar. So Saifun Nahar has presented a very long experiences, varies from United Nations, the 4th International Women Conference to the WINIP project that he has presented. especially on the experiences of birds on the women development. And I appreciate Nahar, to present the whole thing in a PowerPoint slides, so that we have acquired a great knowledge about the women's development, women empowerment, university, etc. So the presentation that she has made is a very holistic approach. He has discussed all the activities of the WINI project, what is their activities, what is their achievement, regarding the case studies, etc. 4 case studies she has presented here, etc. And you have already heard that this year, the Nobel Prize in Economics, a woman from the University of Harvard, she has contributed a lot, especially women's participation in economic activities. That he has quantified these things and developed a model. And naturally, this year's on the Nobel Prize in Economics, etc. And this is a very complicated issue, especially in our society. The women's participation in the household activities, these are not never counted or evaluated, especially in our national accounting process, which I call national income or GDP, etc. So women's are a very integral part of our development system. Just for example, without bypassing the women's development, we cannot achieve any development of the country, etc. Now my some issues that I have to raise here, etc. BARD has undertake this project. It's a very long time. In the 1970s, Mrs. Tayyad Abdullah, she has won the Maxesi Award for his women program. Then Dr. Roshan Kader, they are the big giants, those who have involved with the WINI project. And still now this project is running at the BARD, etc., especially in Kumilla Shodar and Burichang Upazila, especially if I recall, etc. Now my question is, why this long project with a very long glorious history, it is concentrated on this 2 Upazila, especially nearer to BARD, Kumilla and Burichang, etc. Why it is not duplicated throughout the country through a national ADB project, etc. There is one question. Second question is that yes, women's emancipation and participation, these are very important and crucial issues. So, as for example, probably yesterday or some days back, we have also arranged an exhibition at BARD, which I found in my Facebook. And every year this has been done, etc. Now my question is that how the findings of this study has affected the women's policy planning process of the government, especially women affairs ministry or women's affairs department. How the findings of the study has implicated the policy planning process of this government machinery, so that government think about the matter, especially at the grassroots level, how to empower women, how to make them more productive, and how to involve in more economic activities, so that the country will be more beneficial, etc. That is the age of women emancipation. That is the age of free market economy. The concept of free market economy is the science of choice, science of scarcity, etc., etc. So there is no imposition on anybody. Whether it is man or woman, there is no imposition from our side. The woman will decide how she maintain his family, how to maintain his decision at the family level, or how to maintain the whole overall life process of the country, etc. The Nobel Prize winner, who has categorically mentioned on the 200 women at the American context, and he has calculated the process that yes, women are deprived, they are not participated, or they do not give any weightage in the decision-making process. The findings that he has made is also similar to also our country or even throughout the world, etc. So that is the time to make a movement against women emancipation, so that their rights, their contribution in the economic activity, especially in the household management, that should be recognized, and that should be given what it is valuated in the national accounting system, that is national GDP or national income process, etc. I again congratulate Usharani Borua. She is very close to me, and CIRDAP and also the BARD staff of Nahar for arranging the 15th October World Women Day. and I also congratulate the Board Authority to arrange and participate in such an occasion. So thank you for your passion sharing. Thank you. Thank you.
Is there anybody who can ask question?
Good morning, Dr. Usha.
Yes, good morning, madam.
Yeah, just a small, one question, a single question, Dr. Nahar. I really enjoyed her presentation because getting to know the status, and I think BARD is playing a very important role in the development of women in the rural areas in Bangladesh. She mentioned that this program combines youth, women and youth. So I would just like to know why you have combined women and youth, because they are two different categories. Okay, that is one question. And also you mentioned that leadership training is very important aspect of this program. Just I would like to know, can you mention the, the components of this leadership training that you are giving to the women, and whether it is different for the youth, because we are keen on, developing a model on leadership for the youth in India. So this month end, in fact, we are going we're going to launch a very big program called Mera Yuva Bharat, where the focus is on leadership training. So I'd just like to know what are the components of the leadership training of this particular program, Dr. Nahar. I really enjoyed your presentation. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Ms. Rakhi Borua, please.
Excuse me, actually, Dr. Nahar can answer the questions first, otherwise she will forget. So then we will move on to next questions. Okay. Dr. Nahar, can you? Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. And first, for Dr. Mihir sir, you asked about 2 Upazila. No, this is implementing in 4 Upazila now. Now it is implementing in 4 Upazila in 24 villages. And ADP project, we are preparing and DPP for ADP. And it is half done. It's not finalized yet, but it is in the preparation stage. And for that preparation, we will go for 2 to 3 divisions. And among the divisions, we will select some Upazila, and then we will implement. But it is in our plan. We have done our work. And the findings that you say, because with the findings, every time we have to report in our ministry about different agendas, suppose such as gender budget. And recently, in last month, our ministry is planning for the activities of women, how to implement women issues. So we give them and we consult our consultancy. We give them and how they can do this in last month ministry, because but for the other suppose Women Affairs Bureau or in Upazila Women Affairs officer, we have contact with them. And in 8 March also, they give us some many posters and some programs, and we also invite them. But as our societies, organizations are different from other societies, so we cannot compete with them, because but we give their address to our society members, because they have some specialized training for the distressed women. So we make relationship the women to them. That is NBDs, relation between our members and NBDs. We do this. And about Ms. Vasanti, Dr. Vasanti, you want to know about women and youth. This is also girl. They are not. Once it was only women,
Acha,
but now it's on. Youth is not whole youth. They are
young women.
also women.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Component training. One is how they can improve them as leader, how to make a team building, and how they can lead to their organization. And there are other components also. If I get your that is email address, that I can send it to you by compiling. Because at this moment,
Okay.
I
Okay, thank you,
cannot.
madam. Thank you, madam. I'll share my email. You please share the details of this.
Definitely I will share with
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, Ms. Rakhi Borua.
Thank you, Shadi. So first of all, I thank again CIRDAP, and I appreciate sincerely to continue organizing such webinar to promote awareness and information amongst the community throughout the year. This is really something meaningful on behalf of CIRDAP to promote these days, and as well this information amongst the community who are we associated with CIRDAP. So thank you, CIRDAP. Thank you, Sir Dr. Virapad, and thank you others. And I sincerely appreciate these initiatives. As throughout the year 2020-23, each month you are organizing all these webinars, and I definitely those who are participating these webinars, I mean, they can learn, or at least for that moment, this gives us so many information. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm Rakhi Borua from CDD. So it's been many years. I'm a development worker. I am a very development worker, and I've been working with, and our organization is working with the community, targeting community of persons with disability. So while listening the presentations of today from BARD Bangladesh, BARD, it's been many years. BARD is working in Bangladesh, and is making a very visible and tangible impact on the life and livelihood of rural community. So my suggestion is, why not bringing together these women with disabilities in the areas, because you have given data in terms of qualitative data and quantitative data. You could have included some examples from women with disabilities whom you have included in your livelihood activities. I have been working in the most disadvantaged areas of Bangladesh, like Jamalpur, and I mean, these are poverty-stricken areas, and that district of Dinajpur. And currently, I'm working with the host community. I mean, in the context of our humanitarian crisis, and at Ramu, at Chokori, at Cox's Bazar, and I see how the women with disabilities, or the people in these areas, they are excluded from these ongoing development activities undertaken by our government or development agencies. So this is not something they are doing it intentionally, because as we don't have the information, or despite of saying repeatedly no one leave behind, but because I mean, it is not in our planning and not in our thoughts, so they are not coming, they are not getting that opportunity to be included with this activity. So that's why, and I have seen also in the developed rural areas of Dinajpur, recently at Ramu and Jamalpur. You know, these areas of Bangladesh, the districts of areas, they are hard to reach areas, and how, because of this disability, because she is belongs to minority community, she belongs to plain indigenous community, how her vulnerabilities and everyday challenges are being exacerbated because of this barrier. So my request is, try to bring these think about these rural women too. rural women too in your ongoing development activities. And in addition to that, I would like to add one more thing, that that besides BRTB, there is a BRD, Bard Kumilla or Bard Bogura. There is also one department is BRTB, Bangladesh Rural Development Board. So what we did, we did advocacy with the BRTB, Bangladesh Rural Development Board, that is being supported by, I think, JICA or some international development agencies. So BRTB, they form different groups, self-help groups bringing together women's and lone groups. So at Ramu, Ramu is at Cox's Bazar district. Ramu BRTB, they have included number of women with disabilities in their existing groups that is being facilitated by BRTB. So this is an example that women with disabilities can be included, can be considered while making these groups to improve their livelihood. So that's it from me. And thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Virapat. Thank you, CIRDAP. Thank you, Ushadi. And thank you. All right. Thank you.
May I answer? May I answer? Okay, thank you, Ms. Rakhi Borua, for your suggestions. I just want to say two things. You were saying about women with disabilities. We have another project for disabled poor women, children, and aged people. It is running in this financial year, and it will be run in next 2 years or next 3 years. This is another project separate from this one. And you are saying about BRDB. BRDB mostly working with loan or credit-based program, and BRDB emerged and institutions from BARS component to tier cooperative. Give loan to them, but BARS doesn't give any loan to them. They, when we prepare our next DPP, then maybe some incorporate.
Thank you, but BRDB is not taking back that loan. That's what's being done by Grameen Bank or BRAC or Asha. This is a one-time grant to the poor people. And besides giving loan, BRDB also bringing them in their capacity building initiatives like different, all those training, not particular trade-based training also run by BRDB. So it's nice to know that BRDB is a result of BARD activities also. Thank you so much. Achha, thank
you. Any question?
Dr. Mihir sir, maybe say something.
No, I have already completed my. I have one observation. Do you have any baseline information, especially during the long years? You have also mentioned entrepreneurship development training,
yes, sir.
Skill training. At the same time, the loan program. My first observation is that whether loans are given from the project's own sources or some banks are involved in the whole process. There is one.
They took loan from their own savings and shares. Their own.
Now, my question is that whether the small amount of money which has been grown through the shares and savings, is it sufficient to maintain their
amount still now their amount is not so little. In 2 years before, one organization, that is Durlabpur, they took 10 lakh, that is 1 million taka from their own savings.
Savings, okay. Savings. Savings. What is the recovery rate?
Recovery is 99.9% because
99%,
it is their
yes.
money. And they are society member, monitor them.
Achha. Why you are not linked this society in the micro enterprise? Why you are not linked with the banking system for outside finance?
Sir, they are doing, their account is in bank. They all 24 members have their own bank account. And in each 15 days, they bring all the money from their society members. The manager come and deposit it to their own bank account.
Acha. How many entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs has been grown up? That means they are dependent, they are self-dependent now, as a grocery shop or as a small business entrepreneur or
50%,
as a
50% member.
50% member.
Yes, sir. If
And
you come, we can show you them.
they are now self-dependent.
No, they are self-dependent.
Self-dependent.
That I am showing that manager,
Acha.
manager Supriya,
Hmm.
then Saleha, they don't need us, but
Acha.
they don't live from the society. They still
Acha.
they want more give to service other people.
Acha, whether the results of the 4 upazalas and 24 organizations, is there any demonstration effect on the neighboring villages regarding the activities
Yes,
of the?
sir.
What is the demonstration?
They don't make society, but they are doing works like them.
What?
They are
Acha.
trying, yes.
Acha,
There are
acha.
some demonstration effect also, sir.
Demonstration also effect. Acha,
Yes.
do you think that do you have any baseline data? As for example, during the last 24 years, what are the changes over the years in conformity with the national change flow? অর্থাৎ আমি যে জিনিসটা বলতে চাচ্ছি সেটা হলো যে আমাদের সোসাইটির যে চেঞ্জ যেগুলো হচ্ছে চেঞ্জের সঙ্গে তাল মিলিয়ে এই সোসাইটি গুলোর যে চেঞ্জ যেগুলো আসছে how can you evaluate that? Yes, these change are sustainable, or these change are replicable to other areas, etc. Or BART has any program to replicate this model to other areas from his own initiative fund, especially on the uh, BART own resources project. There are many projects BART implemented through his own fund, get from the ministry, which is called the autonomous organizations fund, etc. BART is get somebody. So do you have any project from the BART's own fund to replicate this in other areas in Bangladesh?
Sir, we are trying to make an ADPP to bring money from other, especially from ministry. For ADP fund, we are trying this, but if you say about long time, our an objective also change over the period of time, and it is need based. Our objectives are now need based, and it is differently. When the societies were organized, there were only 5 societies. After that, from in 2004, there were only 12 societies. But now there is 24 societies are here, and more villages are want to come. But we, for our limitations, we are not incorporating them. There are still now 4 to 5 villages they want to incorporate with the societies. They want to make societies. When we go other villages, then they come. But for our limitations, we are not incorporating them. Maybe in future we will incorporate them.
Regarding your training programs, do you organize them in in-house training or on the spot training? What type of training? It may be that you have brings them in the BART training hall.
Not spot training, sir. Not spot training. They come to our institution, our academy. We give them training, 5 to 10 days training are there. Even we now are giving the e-commerce training, as it is a time based. And after getting e-commerce training, two of our society members, they are doing the business in e-commerce. One is for Jannat Bake. Jannat Bake, you can find it them in Facebook. And even last month, she 52 pounds cake. Total amount of 52 pounds cake she has she's sold, and her profit was 10,000. And another is doing cloth business in with the help of Facebook. And these 2 outcome is from after getting the training from our e-commerce training. And next we will go organize another e-commerce training for our other entrepreneur.
you have mentioned 4 case studies in your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Case study 1, case study 2, case study 3,
Yes,
case
sir.
study 4. So, do you think that these case studies may be an example for the others
Yes, sir,
to
of course.
replicate?
Even if I say about case study 3, Amena, who made this like chair, Mora. She, when first she learned from this, she did in her village. But now, one NGO come and always give her order, give her order in a small amount. Give her now she this NGO come when they see her business, then they don't she doesn't take any loan from that. She's just do the ordinary work for them. Even she the bank where their deposit is saving, even that bank manager and other people of bank already ordered her for her product. So
Acha, in the whole system, especially you have really understand that we are passing through an inflationary pressure from the inside and from the global side. The cost of living is more high than at present.
yes,
In such a situation, especially in your society's level entrepreneurs, those who have done well, do you think that is there any evidence that their children are studying in medical college or studying in engineering university or studying in other private universities, etc., something? Or that is what is their attitude towards education for their children in a higher level, so that they can make a good breakthrough in their family? Do you think
yes,
that?
sir. Yes, sir. The not medical or engineering, but in public university, some of our members, daughters and son go. I was mentioned about Jannat. Her daughter is a honor student, and Saleha, her daughter, is an intermediate student, and different. Most of the members send their children in different educational institute. Some are also in a madrasa system, but not medical or engineering, but in
Acha,
public university.
do you think that their asset formation, in addition to their normal economic activities training program, what is their asset base? If you
Yes,
feel that, what is their asset base? If you feel that you would give support, then they can independently run or independently maintain their
yes,
family.
sir. Yes, sir. If I say about Saleha, she was completely landless. She hasn't anything in Durlabpur. The society member who became teacher now, she was a landless lady. She has nothing. She was a half-made lady, and she was stay with her in her father house. But after depositing and doing a different kind of work, now she bought 2 to 3 decimals of land, and she stay in her home. And she married her first daughter and second daughter also with her own capital.
Acha, what was the situation of your families during the last COVID period? What is the situation? What was the situation in 21, 20 COVID period?
In our society member,
Yes. Impact of COVID.
in COVID period, our organization, especially with bird activity, was lessened, but we support them from our project. We support them for food and other things. We support them, but with their own money, they also survived.
So, do you find any case regarding child marriage, marriage before the teenage? Do you have any instance in your society or in the neighboring
Yes,
villages or something like
yes, we have, and we call them. We have
that?
2 or 3 family we have, and after giving the marriage, then we know. If we knew before, then we can stop that. But yes, some have.
Achha, regarding Salia, do you ask her any questions? What is her long-term future plan? What is her long-term future plan? Oh,
So she,
what?
now she is a teacher
Hmm.
of her school, of her in her village primary school, and she as we didn't ask her about such kind of question, but when she discussed with us, she said that as her daughters are getting bigger and her husband is no more, so she wants to motivate other villagers. She wants to be a motivator. And if you talk with her, then you will realize how intelligent and how knowledgeable she become now.
Yes,
We can bring her if CIRDAP uh, uh, told us to bring her in front of them. We can bring her. Then if you talk with them, then you will realize how improved she is.
Recently, probably you have published books or research paper, especially on especially on
Questioning utilization study.
We have been read it in our Facebook. We have seen
Yes.
that. Everybody. Yeah, how many research work has been done on your project? How many research work from the BART faculty?
Researchers, sir.
Research work, especially on your project.
How many researchers?
Research work?
Sorry, the participants, sir.
Yes.
Respondent. Respondent was, sir, 480.
480. Achha.
And now I am doing another research, sir, occupational trends of rural women, trends in last, occupational participation in rural women, trends in last 3 decades. Sir, now I am doing that research.
আচ্ছা আমার একটা প্রশ্ন
Then I
ছিল
will give you a suggestion regarding collecting some data regarding your beneficiaries regarding their present status. And compare this with the will be very much valuable asset for your project. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your suggestion.
Dr. Usha, can I
we
ask
have
a question?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Dr.
Yeah.
Vasanthi and Miss Rakhipura will say something, maybe. Yes.
Okay.
জানবার ছিল যে do you conduct training or capacity building session on the financial literacy? Because these women whom you are collectivizing in a group, most of them, they don't have the desired level of, educational level, right? So what about doing the financial literacy? And I was listening the conversation between you and Mr. Mr. Mihir Roy. You just mentioned that yes, we scold them. But do you think only scolding is enough in a society like Bangladesh? Bangladesh, there is a law. So to stop this child marriage, to prevent this child marriage, is domestic violence. So while working on women, rural women in Bangladesh, so we have to, strongly take in, considering these issues and then take next steps.
Yes. So now we are trying to literate their young daughters also. So we incorporate here youth. So we are trying to incorporate their daughters and train up them. And another thing, sorry, I forget.
Dr. Vasanthi wanted
literacy, financial literacy.
Yes.
Financial literacy.
We give them managerial training, and trainer is from cooperative department. We have cooperative academy inside our premises, so we bring them, and they are the speaker of that financial literacy, especially cooperative management, their financial issues, how will they write their copies, their everything we give them. Especially it is the managerial training, and this training is not for every member, it is only for the manager.
Okay, Basanti Madam is there. She's also
Okay.
asking.
Thank you, Usha. Yeah, because this conversation is very interesting, Dr. Mihir and Dr. Nahar. This raised this question that I want to ask you, Dr. Nahar, is how is are you using the e-commerce platform? How are the rural women in Bangladesh using the e-commerce platform? because those modas are so lovely, you know, with the way with the ones that you were just, you know, the photograph, so lovely, you know, if it is there on the e-commerce available, you know, to anyone across the world, I think there will be a lot of sales, a lot of, marketing. It will be a good marketing strategy for them.
Yes, thank you very much. 2 to 3 of our members is doing it through Facebook. But in our ministry, we have one e-commerce platform, e-shop. So we are incorporating our data, and after that we will send this. We will post it in that e-shop, and this e-shop with our ministry's website. E-shop, you can enter that there also. It is not complete still now, but we are incorporating our data there, and then it will be in vast areas, spread in various areas through our ministry.
Thank you, ma'am. That was very recently introduced in India. By one of the provinces. I thought because it's related to rural women as such, not rural, or they would differentiate, but women, marginalized women, not marginalized women. You know, we've been talking about how, you know, women's, household chores go with, you know, without payment. So in Tamil Nadu, that's the southernmost province in India, they have introduced this monthly income for the women. So women who are below poverty line will get a monthly income of ₹1,000. So I don't know what impact it is going to have in our state. We'll have to wait and see, because it's just it's hardly, it was just introduced 1 or 2 months back. So, but that is, I think it's a really an innovative scheme, where, because, if there is income for the women who are actually working at home, working very hard at home, and also trying to, add to the household income by generating small, taking up small employment. This income would be a great source of, support for them. So I personally, I feel it will have an impact. It will have an impact maybe after some time. But I just wanted to share that this is, I think, one of its kind, program for women empowerment in our country.
Thank you. It's very interesting, and we will be waiting for to show the result.
Thank you. I'd like to request Dr. Rose Makaramani, Madam.
She is my teacher.
Thank you very much, Dr. Nahar. I just call you Saifun because that the word that's close to Thai means falling rain.
Oh.
So, okay, I call you Saifun. Is that okay?
Yes, yes.
I enjoy your presentation very much. I don't have much knowledge about Bangladesh, but you're continually making a lot of projects to help women in your country, and congratulations for the #1 in gender equality of the South Asia country, as you mentioned earlier. And I hope that I can see more of your success case studies, more than the case of, I can't remember her name, Shaleha Amina. That's 3 ladies you give as the example. I know that the work for BART is have a lot of dimensions and complexity, and a lot of issues that you're facing. So I don't think that I entitled to ask you any question, just to congratulate you for what you have done. Thank you very much, Saifun.
training class in last year. I enjoyed that. Still now, sometimes I give your examples that you were giving, that hitting a door is not polite. It is impolite. Yeah, I sometimes I give this example. It's very good. I enjoyed your session that time. I hope to next participants, they will also enjoy.
We'll see you.
Yes, see you in Bar.
Now, if there is nobody, then we can.
We still have okay, sir. DG sir.
Okay, I just want to say shortly. First of all, I'd like to congratulate Ms. Nahar or Saifun on your successful implementing of the experimental projects. I think that you have done this project before our training course or after training course. I don't know, but it can reduce poverty and promoting better life for the rural women. And your strategy is by improving their managerial skills and leadership capacity. I'd like to say a little bit that Ms. Neha is one of the most successful alumni of the first flagship training program, CIRDAP BAT, in 2022 last year. And I'm glad that she has contributed to this project by presenting her 3 case project activities today. Please let the women leaders in those communities know that we are learning about them from you. And I hope that you will be able to expand your project activities in other places. And by sharing today, you also let other countries know about your activities. By looking at these data on participants on sex aggregation, because the participant moving around 22 to 26, so I take the highest 26. I would say that there is an equal number of 13 female and 13 male. So congratulations to have equal participant, equal on gender for today. Miss Janet may put this information in also in your press release. So I hope that we celebrate together this year the International Day of Rural Women, and we look forward to empowering women in Bangladesh and in other countries in Asia and Pacific, as well as in other regions, if we have opportunity to do so. So I like to say these few words and look forward to see you in Bath next month, because we are going to organize the second flagship training starting from the 4th of November till the end of November. And we look forward to see you again in Bath. Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much.
His Excellency, sir. Another thing I forget to say, if you permit me, I want to add.
All right.
That is
Okay.
about the executive committee member.
Yeah.
For the NGO, they are paid. But for all the executive committee member, from vice president to general member and manager, all are unpaid. They are completely volunteer. They are doing their work voluntarily. No payment they get.
Okay. Hopefully your women, rural women, maybe propose for the Aziz ul Haq medal in the future. You know, select one successful person, rural women in by CIRDAP.
Wow. Okay, of course.
If you have any real outstanding women
Yes, we
in
have
your
some.
rural area, you can
We have-
propose one to CIRDAP. We already asked for nomination this year.
Okay, okay. Thank you. We can give 3 to 4 persons, sir, and you can choose them.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So, Huren, we still have time.
5 minutes.
Okay. We still have 5 more minutes. If anyone else wants to ask any questions or give us any suggestion or any
Yes, Suren,
interesting.
if I can.
Yes,
if I
of
can,
course,
Harun.
ma'am. Of course, ma'am.
First of all, I would like to really congratulate CIRDAP and the DG CIRDAP, for this, wonderful initiative that, you have started a few years back during the COVID and continuing with it. It's a really a great forum where we are able to learn from each other's experiences in rural development and also on other issues. I just have one suggestion, to have more participation and to, I don't know, I feel, there would be more participation if you are able to provide some kind of, participation certificate. Okay, so that would, make many of them at least spend some time. I don't need it personally. I don't need it, but I think that's the way we are trying to, because in India, when I'm doing this kind of programs, I feel it is one attraction. When we say certificate will be provided, people participate. So I've seen more participation. Youngsters, who have their career and for whom it also matters that, in participating in such forums and enriching themselves, would be really encouraging or an incentive for increase, because it's I find it so interesting, the interactions that were there in this today's forum, especially on rural women, which is very, very important. And Bangladesh is, I should say, a leader in the region, South Asia, in terms of youth empowerment. Shared by Dr. Had, my next really, it's a very rare opportunity. So I'd like to really thank CIRDAP DG, and all those in CIRDAP for this initiative. And please continue with this kind of webinar, which I'm sure would be, very useful for all those who participate, just to increase people's participation. I'm suggesting that you give some kind of a certificate. Thank you very much. Thank you, DG, for this very, very, very useful, very useful webinar, I would say.
Thank you very much, Professor suggestion. We also addressed this issue at the technical committee last week in Luang Prabang, also that we have a rather low number of participants at our webinars. We need to improve our public relations and to call for more attention, and I know that your kind compliment and suggestion will improve our performance. We try our best, and nowadays we organize a webinar almost every week, because yesterday we also have the International Day of Disaster Reduction, and we continue to and for the webinar series, engaging our country members and other country in the region, academicians, experts, alumni, and we also, that we established the World Rural Development Day on 6th of July, and by creating this day, we look forward to expand our connectivity to many more organizations and individuals. We can notice of one of the portal of the World Ocean Day that can reach up to 1 million organizations, more than 1 million organizations, and we would like to do so. So we'll try our best to make this public known about our important agendas in improving people's livelihood and combating poverty. Also, the SDG goals that we need to accelerate and trying our best to do it. And I think that we will try our best and we continue to do it. Hopefully that you will continue to attend our webinars. Thank you so much.
Surely, sir, surely, sir. I find it very interesting. Only this, last minute reminders also. I think that's another suggestion I would like to make, sir. Like, Usha just pinged to me, she just said, "Madam, please join." So that I think that kind of exercise also can be taken. Dr. Usha's last moment, I think when the webinar started, she just gave me a message. So that definitely, is a reminder for me to join. Otherwise, I would have missed this wonderful, I should say, Dr. Nahar's presentation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I turn back to Ms. Janet, please, for conclusion.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for joining this interesting and wonderful webinar. And the presentation was actually very much good and very much informative for us. This is the end of the time of today's webinar. Thank you so much for joining with us. And actually, we are organizing our webinar almost every month, at least 1 or 2. So hopefully there will be another webinar in November and December also. So please stay with us and connect with us. You will get all the information of the webinar and other activities via our CIRDAP website and also our social media, the LinkedIn and Facebook page. So please connect with us.
I want to say thank all the members who present here.
Have you made a group photo yet?
Yes, but I want to make another group photo for last minute. Yes, okay.
Okay.
Can you please, everyone, can you please turn on your video so I can take a photo? Okay.
Professor Vasanti also.
Yes, because this is a Sunday, so in an informal way. So anyway, I'll just.
No problem. Please, we like to see you.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, okay. Now I'm taking the photo. Ready? Please, another one. Wait for a minute. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm very much grateful to CIRDAP to give me such a wonderful wonderful opportunity. Hope to see you in future also, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay.